Kaiser-Frazer up on the hoist, and we're going under. And we're going to start tidying it up underneath and try to get the overdrive sorted. I've been doing a little scraping and cleaning here. Look at how good the floors are in this car. It's really terrific. So I'm going to paint everything just quickly to help it stay this nice. And we're going to be sorting the overdrive out. It looks like all of the mechanical components of it are in good condition, and in fact what's happened is all of the wiring has gone missing that turned it on and made it work. So I'm going to install a relay and be able to put power to it from a switch on the dash. Originally it had a very elaborate kick down system and a low speed cutout and lots of great stuff, but for the purposes of driving it around I just need to be able to turn it on and off. And there's, as you can see, why the car is so loud. Nice farmer repair on this muffler. Actually pretty impressive kind of in its own way. The rest of the exhaust is in pretty good shape, so I'm going to try and just put a muffler in it. This muffler is 42 inches long. It's the biggest muffler I've ever seen on an old car. Everything else is looking really good. The insides of the rocker panels are very solid, and this is the brake lines are all in very nice shape. The car somehow survived. Anyhow, that's what we're gonna do this week. So while it's here on the hoist, paint the bottom of the car, fix the overdrive, and fix the muffler, and then it'll be back over to my place for the rest. The good news, I guess, is that it made the 7-mile trip over to Jim's so that I could do this. So that's right on. That looks pretty good, eh?
It does.
So that's a little better, eh? Well, I think we know what that means, Brian. More test drives.
Yeah.
Well, it's the biggest muffler I could find. It's pretty huge, but seems pretty quiet. Put a new tailpipe on. Just kind of rusted off at the end, so did that. That sounds pretty good. Sounds like it's running well too. Here's the solenoid for the overdrive, which we've rigged up with a hot wire to a switch on the dash. Most of the overdrive wiring was missing, so we just rigged it up like that, and we'll see if that works too. Alright, that's looking really good. Let's go for a drive. Okay, after our test drive, I want to fix this fuel line is still not sitting nice against the frame, so that's next. And the overdrive seems to be working, which is nice. The muffler seems to be muffling. Hey, nice. Okay, let's make some clips and fix that. I think we can do better than, here's the, see the old repair?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to do better than this is shot. Here's another thing that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the rear U-joint boot, completely gone.
Jeez, it was nice they were using this boot way back then, like
Yeah.
CV joints
It's pretty,
on a front-wheel drive car now.
well that's what I might try. Gonna make our own clips for the fuel line, because why not? Just take a piece of steel. go. Okay, well, that's enough. We'll make drill this one.
Oh, you got 4. You can watch it suck in there.
Okay, pause. Is it in?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. So, this is the fuel line installation. Much better. That was a real safety hazard with the clutch. Give that a pull, Brian. Pull the clutch. There's plenty of room now.
Look, there was rubbage.
You can see where it was rubbing. Yeah.
Jeez, shit.
Okay, well, that's good. One less thing to do. That I'm very happy with. Very happy with the muffler. Looks really good. I'm really happy that the floor looks nice. I'm just pretty happy for a change.
Oh, Stella.
Oh, let's go see. Hi, Stella. Are you mad at Dad today? So here it says 50/11, which works out to a 455 rear end, which means you really need the overdrive to work. Otherwise, it's a 70km/h car. Luckily, the overdrive is working though, so that's cool. Yeah, stay tuned for more Frazer mayhem. Well, today's project is to sort this big rust hole behind the wheel out. The car is not very rusty, but it's a little rusty, and there's not really any reason to leave that like that. So let's just walk through that bit at a time, see how that goes. First thing, get the wheel off. First, I'm just going to make an oversized kind of pattern out of some construction paper, and that should easily cover. There's just some index marks there. That should easily cover the rusted area. So I like to make the repair piece before we cut the original piece off so that we can maintain the original contours. So let's go make this out of steel. There's the piece made out of steel. You can see it curves the wrong way. So the trick now is to shrink that edge to pull it into the right shape. So I'm going to mark where I want to shrink it, and then we'll do that. These things are invaluable if you got to do any amount of sheet metal repair. Let's try it out. That is a lot closer. Let's try it. Okay, well, we're getting there, and you can see where it needs quite a bit more, right about in the middle of the screen there. Again, warmer. Now more down there. Okay. All right, well, that's a pretty good start. So now we can cut everything off, start fixing the inside. The bottom of the quarter panel here, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see? Yeah. Anyway, that's quite badly caved in from who knows what over the years, so I'm going to bang that back into shape while we're here. Here I've repaired the inner wheelhouse, and now it's time to trim the quarter panel to that black line so that we can butt weld the repair in. Let's just test fit it one more time. Oh, that looks pretty good, so let's get that in there. Trim it up. Okay, we got the hole trimmed up. We're going to butt weld that in there. I don't know if you can see, but that there, that actually fits quite nicely. So there's the finished repair. That'll be just fine. Put a little primer on it. Normally at this point you would fill that out and block it and whatever, but I'm not going to bother because well, I think it's pretty obvious why I'm not going to bother. Nevertheless, that is a huge improvement. Put a little primer on that, and then that's one more thing off the list. Still a few things to do though. This is taking a long time. Should have probably just bought a decent car. Well, there you go. There's your before and after shot. Just brushed a little trim clad on there, and that's good enough. Let's put the wheel back on and go for a drive. Still, you're mailing it in.
The effort has dropped off
Wow.
significantly.
It's pretty rough. Good girl.